Hello. So welcome back to my vlog. I don't know if I haven't been posting in a long time, but just yeah. I just wanted to feel inspired to give a little story time. I don't know. I just wanted to do it. So hopefully you don't get bored. So the story time is how I became a Christian. When I moved to America, I didn't want to say, when I was a little kid, I didn't want to say I was like the perfect child or anything. Like, I did make mistakes, and at the end of the day, I used to be thinking about suicide and be trying to kill myself or stuff. Like, but I used to be writing notes about last time I wrote a note about my stepbrother, saying how I hated him and stuff. And then one time when I moved to Maryland, I wrote a note saying how I wanted to go on the road and let the bus hit me or something. And at the time, my family members, they thought it was a joke. So like, they was like, you go to the road, like let the bus hit you or so. And but that was something I was struggling with. But I thank God for my grandma though, cause like one day they was having a church stuff at my church. So she was like, you're going to the church stuff, and I was like, I don't want to go, but at the same time I wanted to go. My church is Bethel World Outreach Church in Only, Maryland, but it's all over the globe. So then I went there, and that was the first. I used to know God, like talk to him. Like when I was in church, I was on the dance team. I used to listen to the songs and whatever and believe in him, but I never used to do his will. So I went to the church thing, and Pastor Varney, like when he was talking and stuff, and like it inspired me, and it made me to know God for myself. Then I began to read his will. At first it wasn't easy. I was determined to stop cursing. People was like, I told my friends, I was like, oh, I'm gonna stop cursing. They was like, I don't believe you. You will never stop cursing. And I was like, because every time I come from a retreat, so I'm like, oh, I'm saved, but I wasn't really saved. I used to be like, I'm saved, but I go back to my old ways, fighting people and like cursing people out and getting bad grades. When I said I used to get D, E, and C, and by that time my place, the place I was living, fire cut the building, and we had to be moving. We was moving every places. So that stuff got me more out, like didn't believe in Christ like the way how I do it. And through my struggles and everything, people be like, how a 14-year-old like that have went through a lot of struggles. But believe me, like sometimes I would never say that because it's personal, but like in this whole 14 years of my life, I've been through a lot, bro. Like sometimes I just break down, but like the moral is, so after that, the retreat, I began to know God by myself. It wasn't easy for me to stop cursing, but like when we passed, I didn't start cursing. Not like through all of that, I never cursed, but like I said a bad word, but like then, so long as you determined to not do something, because when you become saved or be in the Lord, it be like so inspiring. Like when you do something you're not supposed to do, and you know your Christian values, like that guilt in you, it be like, why you doing it? Like but when you're not safe, you could do whatever. You don't feel no guilt at all, no conscience. Like that conscience is not there. So literally I was just here playing some worldly music or whatever. Then I started putting gospel music, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna make this video to show me going from a bad person to kind of like going to, oh, I'm making a video and going to a Christian and becoming Christian. So like, just my whole point of telling you this, that no matter what you're going through, it's gonna get better. Like I've been through, trust me, it's going to get better. It may not be like better instantly, like God won't answer it instantly, but just know that He's working on something better for you. Like, so if like, don't think because I'm a sinner God won't listen to me, because I do this God won't listen to me. But trust me, He listens to everything you say. Like, I remember when we went to this church trip in New Jersey, and like, I don't know, so this girl was next to me and I could feel her spirit or something, and like literally I could feel people won't believe me, or so they like feel someone when like something is inside of them. So when we was praying, because I didn't trust myself at first, then I told Pastor Varney, I was like, I feel like there's something in this girl, so can you like pray for her? I don't know what it is, because I didn't even trust myself. As we were praying, I felt the energy like started jagging or something, and like then I just left it. But like the second day, the second day when we went, it was Saturday for the youth conference. We was all praying, so I called my pastor wife. I was like, Auntie Nikki, can you come here for a second? Can we like pray for this girl and stuff? As soon as I started praying for her, but that girl dropped to the ground and she started shaking, possessed. And that I was like, but like the fear, if the devil smelled the fear, he wouldn't be able, he would pick up from it and jump inside of you. So I was like trying to pray and trying to act like I wasn't afraid, but I was like, God lead me. Then I saw this other girl going to the bathroom, like she was shaking. I was like, Auntie Nikki, here's another one over there. Then at that point they started calling me Spirit Hunter or something. I was geeking, but like I am literally a living testimony. Like, people be like, why you not the way how you was before? Like, why you let people disrespect you and stuff? And I'm like, you know what? It doesn't matter no more. Even though sometimes I be like, I be so mad, like I wanna fight someone and like just punch someone. I just let it. Just let it go, like die down, like even die. Sometimes I went to a point where I was so mad. I was really mad. I wanted to just slap that person's face. I was like, God help me. And like, I'm not the best at reading Bible. Like, I read the scriptures, but I don't take the time to actually to understand and like get through it. But like, I'm praying for that, for me to just to get through it, like just understand it, pray for better wisdom and everything. So when I wake up in the morning, I be like, God, please guide my mind, and as I step through, just guide me and protect me. I may not make the right choices, but just be with me at the end of the day. And I'm so thankful for the people that I live around, the people that I hang with, and like my family members, because when I'm down, like for real, when I'm down, the person I least expecting to help me, they help me. Like my dad, but he been a huge pack. Sometimes I just want to break down and start crying. He'd be like, you don't stand for that. He's like, the devil is watching that. He's getting more to intimidate you. Like, pick up. Like, he be preaching to me. Like, sometimes even I be talking to him about Christ, but like in my down moments, he's the one that lifted me up. And I'm so grateful that he allowed God to help him to help me. And like, I'm grateful for everybody, like my parents and everybody. So I don't know why I'm over here preaching to y'all, but like, just know that it's gonna get better. Like, you can go in Christ. It doesn't matter what religion you are. It doesn't matter who you are. I'm like the person to not judge people, but like sometimes I don't know what I say. Sometimes when I say something bad, I don't think it over. Sometimes they say you speak without thinking, but I pray for me to say stuff nice to people and don't try to judge quickly, because I understand words hurts a lot and action hurts a lot. So I try for my words and my action to be good. So I said, God, guide my mouth and my tongue, because it said life and death depends on the power of the tongue. So hopefully y'all didn't get bored by my journey through Christ. So hopefully y'all watched all 9 minutes and 41 seconds and counting of it. So love y'all. Bye.